Hey folks, it's Bishopheals from the UCF forums and host of Vape TV Live, baby. I'm here today because we're gonna have to talk about Ithaka, baby. We have to talk about Ithaka. What I say? Fucking Ithaka, baby. Forget about it. This bad boy right here. There's something we need to talk about. But first, man, okay. This is the deal. The deal is I'm getting a lot of messages, and I'm catching up. Let me repeat myself. I'm catching up. All right. I'm getting a lot of PMs from the boards. I'm getting a lot of mail as far as on YouTube. I'm getting a lot of mail on Vape TV Live. So my apologies to you all. I'm trying to catch up. Believe me, I am trying to catch up. But one thing that striked out as far as on the masses is that on the Ithaka, I'm getting people telling me or asking me if I'm getting a gurgle or a bubbly effect as far as my Ithaka. And I have to admit, yes, at the first time when I got this device, I was getting, it felt like a bubble. It wasn't really much of a leakage because I would actually look in my collector tank, and as you can see, it is dry, okay? Bone dry, okay? And as you can see here, it is dry, okay? Now, I would vape, and then, okay, I may feel like something like a bubble effect, okay? All right. Well, I experimented with different builds, okay? I enabled the auto feeder. I disabled the auto feeder. I used different kinds of wicks, okay? And I know what's the issue. I know exactly what's the issue, and I know how to correct it for you. Okay? It's quite simple, baby. Forget about it. Of course, you can do like what email suggested. You can turn it upside down, put it on a napkin like so, right? Do this. And what you do is you shake it like 50 million times, like that, right? And then you look at the napkin, and on his, you'll see juice, but on mine, you see nothing. It's clear. See? There is no juice. Nothing. Clear, baby. Clear. You know why? Aha! Forget about it. I'm going to tell you why. And it's snap crackling, baby. No bubbling. No nothing. I've been doing this for quite some time. It's just that I haven't done a video on it. So this is the video right now. I'm going to show you what I did. And it's very, very, very simple. Okay? As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to show you how simple it is. Demonstrate. So give me a sec and I'll be right back. I got to get something to show you. Okay, I'm ready and I'm about to show you. I'm going to bring the camera down so you get a better view at what's going on here. Okay, so this is the thing right here. See the ceramic assembly? Okay. Now let me see if I can adjust the feeder. Let me zoom in a little. There we go. Okay, so now we can see this a little bit better. I hope. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This part is crucial, okay? Now, if you look inside of it, okay, you're going to automatically see this nut that's in here, okay? This is where all the air is coming. Okay, it's coming straight up to your coil, straight up, and you're vaping it, okay? So, this part of the torque can get loose, okay, by unfastening it and turning it on. So you can actually tighten it with a pair of pliers, apply some pressure on this torque, just to show you what I'm going to do. And just turn it just a little bit. That's it. That's it. So it's snugged. That's one. but I'm going to loosen it first because there's something we need to do. Now, the size of these O-rings, they're 2x2, okay? And that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a 2x2 O-ring is what I'm actually using on this Ithaka right here, okay? On this one, okay? And the way it is right now, having this tight, now, obviously, if I were to drip juice into that little hole, it's going to shoot down here, okay? It's going to shoot down here on this part, okay? But what people fail to realize is that, watch this, I'm going to take a syringe, I'm going to take some water, okay? And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just get some water. See? Just water, okay? And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply some water on the side of the ceramic, okay? I'm going to put it on the side of the ceramic, not by that hole. And let's see if the water falls down from these ends down here. So it's on the side. I'm going to show you. See? It's right on the side, okay? And I'm going to just gently drip water, okay? And let's see what happens. There we go. You see that? You see that? You see where it's dripping? You see where the water is dripping? It's not dripping from the 510. You see from that little O-ring on the side? You see that? You see that? There's the other drip. Here's another drip coming. See that? Okay. So, let me put the syringe in the cup. Now that you saw that, okay, I was just applying it on the side of the ceramic, okay? Not at that inner channel. If I put it on the inner channel, water will come out through here, which it wasn't. It was coming out from the side, okay? That is the bubbling effect that you're getting, okay? So if you're over wicking the wick as far as with juice, or if you're vaping really hot, steamy condensation is going to form there. It's going to form there and it's going to be dripping on the side, okay? So that's what's causing it. Now, let's take a closer look. I'm going to unfasten this a bit. And because of that, I'm just going to loosen up the plastic. See, where this plastic torque is already soaked and wet. Okay. So, as you saw, water was escaping here. Okay? Not here by the 510, but here. Okay? So, this is what we need to do. Let's loosen this all out, unscrew it, just like so, okay? Put that on the side. There's the nut, we're going to take this out. Like so, okay? And if you look at the ceramic, you see how it's cut? There's a circle and then there's a slice. And that's where the juice is escaping down. So as this cup gets with condensation, that's where it leaks. Okay? So this is what I propose. This is what I propose you do. Well, first things first, let me get my ceramic back in. Okay? Okay. So my ceramic is in. Now, this is what we're going to do. You can use, if you have a Penelope or a Nodi, you can use the 2x2 O-ring that's already at the bottom by the 510, or you can just order a 2x2 O-ring. Now, me, I get it from the O-ring store, so as you can see, I am fully loaded with O-rings. Forget about it, on every GG device that I have. So, I'm going to use, see if this is 2x2. Now this is 1 by 5 by 4. Nope, we need 2 by 2. Let me get 2 by 2. That's not it. That's not it. These aren't it. Okay, so we're back. I already got the right packet. Just put these inside. Okay. So these are the Bona O-rings. Okay? And they're 2 by 2. Okay? I get them from the O-ring store. I say, let me get 5 of each part that I need for all the GG devices, and that's about it, you know. And it's very inexpensive. It's very, very, very cheap, actually. I'm just trying to get this O-ring out of the bag. Okay. O-ring's out. Okay, so okay, O-ring's out. So here's my O-ring. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Take this piece, put it in. Okay. Once it's in, drop the O-ring. Okay, drop the O-ring. When you drop the O-ring, you want to first line it up, make sure it's going over the inner channel 510 connector. You don't have to worry about pinching it. You just want to make sure it's over it, because the cap nut is gonna handle it. So it should look like this. Do you see that? Let me see. So now, okay, now that it's over, wish I had, oh, I do. Let's see if this works. See that? It's right, the O-ring is right on top of it, okay? Now what you do is, you take this nut, okay, and with the flat end, this part down, vertical, like so. Now what you do is, with a flat screwdriver, apply some pressure, and the 510, put it on top of the napkin on your table, on your desk, and push down. Alright, you're holding this part down. So, let me zoom it in. Like so, okay? So as I'm holding it down, I take the flat screwdriver and I push it a little bit down and I start screwing it. Now, as I do that, you're going to feel that the O-ring is going to actually snug itself right on top. And if you want to use Vaseline, you can, but in this instance, I didn't use the Vaseline. So, okay. So now you can screw it down. And if you have an issue, what you can do is this plastic torque, you can screw this plastic torque all the way up, okay, up to the bottom part of this base, and then try to reapply it again. Start screwing it, okay. Then you can hold it from here from the pin and finish screwing it, like so. Very, very tight. You want to make sure it's tight, Okay? How tight? Extremely tight. It's an O-ring, so you want to squeeze the O-ring. Okay? Squeeze the O-ring. Okay? And then you can add a pair of pliers, press it onto the torque. Not the plastic torque, the steel torque. Okay? And you can screw it just a little bit more just to snug that O-ring. Okay? That's it. Then look down on it. Where is my lighter? Okay, you see that? It is screwed in. Alright? It is not coming out. Okay? Now that that's applied, now let's test it. Okay? Let's test it. I'm going to get my syringe. Okay? Here's my syringe. As you can see, there is water. Okay? It's just water. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right on the side channel. See that? It's right on the side channel. And I'm going to drip water into it. Okay? And now let's see if it escapes. I'm dripping. Okay, any more water I add to it, it's going to flood the top. See? No water is coming down. There's no drips. But watch. See, there is water in there. See that? I'll add it again. Matter of fact, I'll even flood it, and it should drip right here on the 510. It should drip right here in the 510. I'm actually going to flood it, and you'll see. See that? See where the water's coming now? Only from the 510, not from the sides at all. Okay? So, let me just... Okay? So, what we just did is we sealed it. Okay? It's sealed. Okay? Now, that's exactly how I've been vaping this for several months with no problems whatsoever. There is no leakage at all. I can do this, and let's say if I do feel like a little gurgly thing, it's only going to come out through here unless it's going to overlap and go through that cylinder. Okay? Is the only way, like I just showed you. I had to flood it all the way up, and then water will go shooting down directly to the 510, but not on the side. So you're not going to get that bubbling effect at all. So that's pretty much it. And then what you do is you build it like normal. I mean, there's nothing else that's different about it. If you want me, you know what? I'll build it. I'll build it right now. Forget about it. Okay? Let me build you this thing really quick, and I'm actually going to use, for this example, if I can find it. Why is it I can never find things I'm looking for? I'm going to use Emeo's pre-made wires, the 1.2. Okay? Yep, I'm going to use 1.2 each wire. Why not? Because I want to make this video short, and I didn't have another set of wires prepared, but that's okay. So I can show you how it works, how it vapes. And these are dual coils. So here's my ready-made wire. And there's nothing wrong with these wires. You know, some people are having some issues that they break kind of easily, and it's what I like doing is pressing down on the resistance and applying it in a very slow motion. Very gentle. Okay, I'm not squeezing each wrap. Okay, that's one. Here's the second. Okay, so let's put them on. First coil. First coil's in, and as you can see, I put them on an angle. Okay. Next one, plain wick, right across. Okay, and I push down on it. Okay, see that? And on that same intersection is when I'm going to apply the one with the coil. Now, when I put that in, I'm going to press down on it. Like so. When I press down on it, I'm going to work the negative channel, so I keep my finger pressed, okay, on the housing on the top. And I work my first coil around the base. I work my second coil around the base. So I have the two wires sticking out. You see that? Okay, the two wires. Now I start tightening up the plastic torque all the way up. And I like it a little snugged, okay? So I take a pair of pliers and I just do a little bit, that's it, just to snug it. The excess two wires that's on here, I just clip, okay? Then I turn the device over and bring down one of the wires to the channel. Almost done. Now the second wick that's on the channel, the first one down, I'm going to cut it directly like so. Do the same on this one. Now I'm using 3M wick for this example. I'm using 2M wick on the Ithaka that's already on the GGTS device. So now what I do is I bring the wicks down to the channels. The side channels is normal. So everything like this should be already normal to you guys. It's pretty much the same way that you're probably used to. Press down on the side channels. Love these Orbitronics, man. Forget about it. Ooh, they perform beautifully. Okay, so let's fire it up. And as you can see, it's firing. Okay. Now I like to see and make sure that my two sets of coils are firing, which they are. I can see that they are. The bottom set is also firing. So just want to make sure. Okay, so it's firing. Now .6 ohms. Okay, like I said, I was using two of his coils, the 1.2 ohms. Okay, so we have 0.6 ohms on here. Now, okay, it's on. Now, let's get some juice. COVY4. So I'm going to dip. And prime it. And fire it. and prime it. Okay. Now we're going to put the mouthpiece on. Okay. This is the one with the that you can add your own drip tip to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to vape it. Hear that? You can fry an egg on there. Forget about it. So I'm going to have to, guess what? Drip some more on there. Delicious. Guess what? It's ready to rock and roll. So I remove the drip tip and let's finish the assembly. Another tip, don't apply too much pressure to the clear tank. I like to leave the 3 pieces together and I just screw from the bottom. Now fill it up. Cap. When screwing this cap, I like to hold this upper cap as I screw down the cap, well, the upper tube. There we go. Take this piece, and now I take this. And what I like to do is start unfastening about quarter way up as far as the mouthpiece with the juice control. And there it is. Now it's you hear that? What a vape, I tell you. And there is no gurgling effect, bubbling effect. As you can see, napkin is clear on both ends. So I'm going to put it right in and watch this, baby. Forget about it. Clear, clear. Nothing. Nothing. I can just do this all I want. Nothing. Nothing. All clear. Nothing at all. Nothing. Now, keep in mind, I've been doing this for a few months already. If I were to drip directly over it, it's supposed to be hitting the wick, okay? However, if you flood it, as I showed you with the syringe, if it goes down that little inner channel, then it's going to go straight down to the 510, okay? Which is normal. We've experienced that with Odie, with Penny. That's normal, but we don't over flood it, okay? I have this like almost halfway open with no problems. With no problems whatsoever. So I apologize, this video came out a little bit longer than expected, but I just wanted to show you that it's the same exact thing that I have on here, okay, and there is no leaks, no leaks. Clear as a whistle. Nothing. It's completely clear. Okay? Nothing. Only thing on here would be condensation. See? Just a little bit of condensation. That's it, from the moisture of the vape. But nothing. That's it. Delicious. And I got my Good Sense drip tip on there. Forget about it. So, folks, before I let you guys go, just a heads up, I will be at Honest Vapor tomorrow from 1 to 5. So anybody in the New York area, please come down, bring your RBAs. He'll have some RBAs in stock. I'll be more than happy to help you out building some coils. And if you got any GGs, even better, forget about it. I'll build you those razor edge coils. Mwah, magnifique. Forget about it. You'll be vaping your freaking ass off. That's for sure. I will show you what the fuck this device can do tomorrow. Let me tell you. So come on down. I'll be more than happy to give you guys a hand. It's going to be fun down at Honest Vapor. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Live hard, baby, and vape hard, and stay freaking cool. Ow!